and Ben has gone to take a piss.
Sometimes you gotta.
So, welcome to our super duper Let's Play show. I am Ben Belmere.
Because the reason is, it's springtime, there's pollen in the air. But you know what you motherfuckers don't want to hear? You don't want to hear my big-ass foghorn nose.
Oh, that's true. Achoo!
So, at various points, I will get up and leave, but you know what? You won't even know it, because I'll be blowing my nose out in the hallway, and hopefully the mic won't pick it up.
That's actually a good goddamn idea. I appreciate that, Ben.
No,
truly I do.
I'm trying not to sniffle. Because I like spring. Spring's my favorite season.
Spring is the best season by far. Everyone's coming out of winter.
I'm a fall man.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I think fall
when
is
everything
really
starts
pretty.
to slow down?
Yeah, I like watching everything die around me.
Fall is pretty, in the early stages, but when it starts getting, super cold, I'm like, fuck that shit. I don't want to do that.
Hey, have we said what we were drinking this episode?
I'm drinking this Calico Jack.
Yeah.
I think what we're all drinking.
I think we're all drinking various forms of Calico Jack, and we should probably explain.
Kill those men.
Calico Jack can either refer to a cocktail comprised of alcoholic fruit juice and black rum, or it can refer to a specific brand of white rum that is awful.
Very cheap
comes in a plastic
gasoline.
bottle and tastes like plastic.
Do you think that the rums that the pirates drank are better or worse than Calico Jack?
I think that depends on where they got the rum from.
Because, I wonder if pirate rum was just, the rums that the pirates drank were just, really shitty or what?
Well, they sailed the Caribbean, right?
Yeah.
And the Caribbean is known for its production of sugar and spice.
Yeah, so...
Fun fact, the British sailors of the time did not drink rum because since it was a Caribbean drink, they drank a potable named Batavia Arak.
Batavia Arak?
Yes.
What is that?
It's very similar to rum, in my understanding. I've never had it.
Is it based on sugar?
I believe it's a sugarcane based beverage, but it was I would need to do some research here.
So where did the stereotype of pirates drinking rum come from?
Well, they were
because there certainly was, in the when they finally made it to the Caribbean, that's what they were drinking. You shitbox. Fuck you.
You killed that man.
I
man.
ended this man's life.
He's done. He's gonna be 6 feet under. His family will grieve for him.
Oh yeah, this game is one of two games I've ever seen actually.
The corpses don't
Yes.
disappear, right?
Yeah.
Doom did that.
It's not that just that the corpses don't disappear. It's that when you kill people, they actually say things like, "I don't want to die," and "Why me?" Like games don't do that anymore.
Have you ever played a game? It's called. It's a third-person shooter. It came out in the last generation, where it was called Spec Ops: The Line. That was
Spec
it.
Ops?
Oh, great!
No.
I wanted to play
Genuinely
that.
great game.
Because
Fuck, I didn't mean to go up. I want to go down.
It's all Spec Ops: The Line is a critique of modern shooters.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
It points at these gung ho, military people and just says fuck these guys.
Yeah, because first it's I'm shooting cowheads, yeehaw, and it's blasting American rock music and shit. But as things go on, you start killing American soldiers who speak English, and you descend into this spiral of madness and killing people.
No shit. So
yeah,
it's like Apocalypse Now?
Actually, it's based on the same story. It's based on the
same book.
Darkness. Yeah.
Oh shit, that's
Yeah.
awesome!
So yeah, as the story goes on, you know how in all these third-person shooters you have you did things your character says. It's nice banter and shit, but banter, yeah. But as the game goes on, it gets more spiteful and angry and fucked up, and the loading screens are hey, do you feel like a hero yet? And shit like that. I really wanted to play it. I never got the chance.
Wonderful game, truly great. It actually had some interesting sand physics as well.
Yeah, it's you shoot the glass and sand pours onto dudes.
That's wonderful. I love games that really drive home the point that you're killing people who have lives. Because that's something that isn't done enough anymore. You're made to feel like you're just some kind of invincible macho hero for killing, all of these people. And games like
Where
that,
the fuck are you?
games
Holy
like
shit.
this, games like this really drive home the point that these are people who have lives. When you shoot someone and they say, "Why me?" or "I don't want to die," that makes you think twice about what the fuck you're doing.
I've seen some people
just ended 4 lives.
Hotline Miami doesn't necessarily do that. It doesn't necessarily give humanity to the characters that you kill, but
Has anyone played the second yet?
No, not yet. I really, really want to.
I've heard it's kind of disappointing. I don't know.
I don't care. I just want to play more. I love Hotline Miami.
Just the berserker rage.
But like one of the things on that was you've played Hotline Miami, right, Alex?
I have not actually. I've watched people play it.
Yeah, it's like the pulsing
It's
music.
intense.
You're in the zone.
I love that music too.
It's fucking good music, but when like the level is over, like it's just static, and it forces you to like walk through the fucking bloody ruined house that you created, and like walk through all the corpses, and just be like, oh, I'm gonna get in my car and leave. Like when the level's done, you have to walk through everything that you've done, and there's no more like pulsing music. It's just all just TV static. It's really, really great.
That's grand. Stuff like that, really lends a sense of consequence to everything that you're doing.
How's that for starters?
Your gamer profile is offline. Blah, 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 blah.
You need
Fuck
to be
you.
online to play.
Fuck you.
You didn't even find the doctor. I didn't even see you find the
That's
doctor.
in the next level.
That's yeah.
But I killed that woman, and it told me I failed.
Because that's on harder difficulties. There are more objectives, just as in GoldenEye.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. So you need to find Dr. Carroll, right?
Dr. Carroll.
Dude, fucking.
I'm not drinking it.
What a great cinematic. You gotta look at this in the context of the year 2000, when this was on the Nintendo 64. Everything was made of triangles on the Nintendo 64. Everything looked like origami. This game was a cut above the rest. Oh, see if you can shoot any of the lights on the ceiling. That's another thing this game did innovatively. Dynamic lighting. If you shoot a light, the game becomes dark.
I will say, no.
Not those lights, I guess.
You have to be able to see the bulb, I believe.
You know what this game makes me think of, though? For whatever reason, is The Matrix.
Well, they both have
very
a
much a product
cyberpunk.
of that era, yeah.
They both have a cyberpunk aesthetic, and they're both about people doing things they're not necessarily supposed to.
I don't know, like just on the surface, like I'm not on like a story level. It really just reminds me of The Matrix.
You know what I've done a lot of thinking about is the difference between cyberpunk and steampunk.
Steampunk.
Because cyberpunk is like The Matrix. If you have seen The Matrix or Blade Runner, you know what cyberpunk is. But can you guys honestly name a good classic steampunk movie?
Sky Captain: The World of Tomorrow.
Exactly. No, you cannot.
Yeah.
Because every steampunk movie has been shit.
What other steampunk movies have there been?
Wild Wild West, starring Will Smith.
Okay, you got it there. You are correct. Wild Wild West, starring Will Smith. I did not think of that, actually.
Yep.
Man, I haven't seen that in years.
The thing is, a lot of people often ask what steampunk is, and you can't explain it to them because there have not been any good steampunk movies from America.
Is it just like you could just say 1920s vision of the future, though?
Or you can just say Bioshock.
What is biopunk, man?
Biopunk? Is that a thing?
Yeah, it's a thing.
I'm unfamiliar with
there's
that.
a Wikipedia page about it. I swear, I just don't remember.
So it must exist.
No, it's a thing.
Is that like steampunk, but instead of steam engines, everything's like organically grown machines?
Yeah, maybe like repo genetic options.
Okay, that's interesting.
I don't know why they call it punk, but
Because everything has to be punk.
Well, it started with cyberpunk. Cyberpunk in the 1980s, like when Blade Runner came out.
Neuromancer was the big cyberpunk work.
Imagine
Busting caps.
Imagine the meaning of the word punk. It's somebody who goes against society, it's somebody who goes against the rules, and uses something established to subvert the establishment.
Get me out of here. There we go.
Way to get cancer 10 years from now, you shit.
Oh, man, I'm so high. Whoa, what? Okay, hold on.
What the fuck is this going on? This game.
Man,
why is it?
I love this game. This is.
I touched the cancer shit.
Oh, I think you can turn off those lights. I think you can shoot out the lights here. Yeah!
Spider-Man Turn Off the Dark?
This was the first game to do that. Ladies and gentlemen.
Well, fucking Wolfenstein shit couldn't.
Fun fact, you know what is hidden on every level of this game?
What?
A small piece of cheese.
Really?
Yep. In this level, I believe it's in a toilet in this level. But you've already passed it. It's at the very beginning.
They just hide cheese in every level of this game?
A little wedge of Swiss cheese.
Those are the skulls, dude. The perfect dark skulls. Swiss cheese.
Like the skulls in Halo? What are the skulls in Halo?
I genuinely don't know.
The
What
skulls in
about
Halo are like, they're sort of like cheats, I guess. Like, each one of them activates different things.
Okay,
Oh, I remember that. Yeah.
so what's
like
the
the
deal with
grunt
Halo
birthday
skulls?
party.
Like, what do you have to do to get a skull, and when you get the skull, what happens?
Well, the concept of skulls, like, evolved over time. Like, the first game with skulls was, I think, Halo 2, and, like, one of them, like, turned you invisible or some shit. One of them made, like, grunts wear birthday hats when you shoot them, and they had, like, confetti come out.
So they're in, like, really esoteric locations?
Yeah, they're in places that you were supposed to, like, glitch your way into. In Halo 3, they actually made, like, skulls a thing now. Like, skulls
There's
were...
an actual system. Okay, so this little robot, do not shoot that robot. That is your only way to get past laser walls, is follow this thing.
Holy shit, that's awesome.
Yeah. So if you kill that thing, you cannot progress in the level.
I love little shit like that.
I'm used to just killing everything.
Dude, I remember my best friend when I was a little kid. Before I was friends with any of you, Matt, I know I've known you since kindergarten.
I thought I was your best friend.
We weren't. I've known you. I have actually known you for 20 years.
Here we are.
That's awesome. Cheers to
Fucking
that.
A right. However,
I wanna kill
we
this
haven't
man.
really been friends.
The whole time.
Yeah, the whole
That's
time.
fair. That's very fair. We lost touch for many years.
Yeah. Anyways, my old best friend from this neighborhood, we would hang out every day. We got the Scarab gun together
yeah,
in Halo 2. And that was a modified pulse rifle that delivered the same kind of blast physical effect as one of the... It was basically a boss monster.
Yeah. Like, you weren't ever supposed to get it. It was that sort of bullshit.
Yeah.
The store's locked.
You
There
gotta use the data
There was a level
thing.
where you had to trick a thing
There's
into
a tool you
glitching
gotta
through an
use.
area.
Oh, okay.
Oh, Ben is handing the controller back to Matt.
Let's see
If
here.
I'm fucking lost in a game, I'm lost.
Yep.
Let's see, where's the...
I'm TV's lost.
Oh,
So
we got
anyways-
Dragon now?
Me and my friend got the fucking Scarab gun, and we did all of the shit. It was brilliant. You had to go through shit that wasn't meant to be gone through, with specific shit that you weren't meant to go through the shit with.
Huh. I'm surprised I don't know anything about this.
Oh, you don't know about the Scarab gun?
No.
Alright, in the game Halo 2, there was basically a boss monster. There was a level where there was kind of an alien tank. Like a giant alien four-legged tank.
The big purple thing?
Yeah, it was called the Scarab. And it had a turret on it that shot very powerful explosive blasts, right? From its mounted gun emplacement. Now, in that level, in one of the buildings in the level that was supposed to be geometrically inaccessible,
I remember what you had to do.
there was a regular gun from the game that actually shot the explosive blasts from the Scarab tank.
Yeah, you had to like take a Banshee and you had to make it. You had
Yeah.
to like break off both of its wings and you had to make it follow you through a tunnel.
Yep, you had to take a flying vehicle, physically break it so it would fit through a small portion of the level,
But
and
you couldn't
then
take it.
and then hijack it as a loading screen was beginning, so that it wouldn't de-res immediately. And so that you could take it into a part of the level where it wasn't meant to exist. You had to fly up to the top of a building, and then you could get this... It was basically a beta test element. It was basically a form of the ammunition mapped to a gun that it wasn't meant to take.
Which is
And
interesting.
you could grab the gun and then just fuck shit up with it. In the same level, there was also a soccer ball that the development team... It was like
like a physics object.
yeah, it was like a 15-foot tall soccer ball
Oh shit, that's wick.
that was the development team made to test the physics engine in the game, because it was also the first game to have Havoc physics. The first game in the
Sweet,
franchise
sweet Havoc physics.
to have Havoc physics.
Havoc physics are nice.
Havoc physics are amazing.
They're pretty
You
sweet.
guys ever play Bioshock?
Oh, I
You
love
kill a guy,
Bioshock.
and then they're just like fucking dancing with
You
their
played,
foot
like-
wiggling on the floor.
But yeah, you played Dark Souls, right? You know, because Demon Souls and Dark Souls did the same shit where they use Havoc physics, but like their corpses don't really have any weight once they die.
Oh god, a fixed gun replacement! Get the fuck out!
So like,
What are you doing?
You can walk around the corpses and they'll like get stuck on your foot, and they'll just go like.